shine so bright. Mackenzie's laughter makes the world feel right. Tuesday nights, yeah, the crew comes alive. With the love that you give, we all survive. Yeah. From the garden rose to the late night streams, you're living out faith, you're living out dreams. When life gets heavy, you still stand tall. Creekside Queen, you're the heart of it all.
Welcome in, Creekside family. Welcome back to the channel. I am your girl, Tampa. And y'all know what it is. Hit that thumbs up. Share this live and let everybody know that your girl is live. And for those of you all that's going to catch the replay, we hope you enjoy it. I got a special guest, and he's down in the basement. So let's bring him up. Hey, Gil.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm doing okay. It's we finally got a decent snow here in Idaho. Finally.
Oh, you can keep that. I done seen enough snow here in Indiana, baby. You can keep that.
and it's already melting. I mean, it was about that thick, and it's already melting.
Oh, we had 18 inches, and I was just started melting today. So we had snow.
Usually by now we have 2 or 3 feet.
Oh,
like I said, you know, yesterday there was nothing on the ground. It is definitely weird weather season.
I've never been to Idaho. Is it nice?
There are parts of Idaho that are absolutely fantastic and gorgeous. Others that are like, where is anybody? This looks like Nevada. We're out here in the middle of nowhere.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, you got southern coming up from Twin Falls, which is absolutely a most beautiful little city crossing the Snake River. But when going from there over to Pocatello, you're out there, and it is, where is everything? North of me is the entrance to the to Yellowstone.
Okay.
So we got. I look out the window here of my office, and I see the Grand Teton Mountains.
I bet that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's welcome some people in, guys. Don't fight me. Tampa and words don't mix. Like, if I butcher your name, it's not intentionally. So if I shorten it, it's for me not butchering your name. So
yeah,
this is Wolf. What's the?
All right, that's Phelan Clan Wolf.
Okay.
Phelan is Irish, and guess what it means in Irish?
What?
Wolf.
Oh.
He took the name after a character in the BattleTech novel series. He was one of my scouts.
Okay. Welcome in. Crew 1351. Welcome in. Forging. Hey, welcome in, Forging. Who is that? That's Crew. She is natural. She natural. How you doing? Welcome in. What's up, old hillbilly? What's up, Contra Hustle? Do I need to tuck my shirt in and take my hat off? I hope not. She said, wow, nice setup. Everybody, hey Lee, how are you? Everybody is coming in. Don't forget to grace that thumbs up. What's up, Mike? KR the Garden. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture. Contra Hustle, Thea's Garden. Welcome in. Great man, that's you speaking to everybody. Miss Red.
Saying hi to guys on my side.
Hey, welcome in, guys. Don't forget to grab your finger and push the thumbs up on all channels. We appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us. Mm-hmm. So,
this is someone you want to be interested in. That last one you had up there. Food Forest Permaculture. That is Howie.
Oh yeah, I know Food Forest. That's
you know Howie then. Okay, all right, yeah.
Howie. I mean, he comes in all the time over here on my channel and Jig's channel. So yeah, he comes in all the time. But yeah, I appreciate a lot of the community that comes in. But yeah, welcome in, guys. So y'all already know what it is. Tampa always asks the question, what you had for dinner, put that in the chat, and what your temperature is. And if you one of those bush peoples, we're going to need you to do this right here.
Queen of the creek. I see you watching, I see you lurking, showing that love, yeah, I know you working. Hands in the air, let's vibe, let's speak. Bush people rocking with the queen of the creek. Turn me up through the bass, yeah, the vibe so deep. From the chat to the fam, yeah, we all gon' eat. Every like, every share, yeah, I see that move. Ain't no fake, just real, yeah, we keep that groove. We don't fall, we don't fold, we just build and rise. Every stream, every dream, yeah, we touch that sky. Tampa queen set the tone, yeah, the love too strong. When the fam come together, we can't do no wrong. I see you watching, I see you lurking, showing that love, yeah, I know you working. Hands in the air, let's vibe, let's speak. Bush people rocking with the queen of the creek.
Hey, bush people, come on out them bushes. Let us know where you chiming in at. We fun over here. Is that Haggett?
All right, Hugo, that's Hugo Homestead, affectionately known as, if you guys have earphones in, take them out because here it comes. CB at Hugo Homestead. She's been with me for 8 years now.
I do know her because I sent her some seeds and it came back. So I'm guessing the address that I got was not right. What's up, Oliver? How you doing? Welcome in. So I'm guessing the address wasn't right because we did a seedless thing and I had sent out some seeds to a couple of people. Rib eye and eat them right now. I cut my own. Girl, stop that noise. Appreciate you. For those of you all that don't know, we are interviewing Mr. Gray Man Prepping. Gil, for sure. That's his name, Gil, guys. So, well, if y'all ready for the topic, put a heart in the chat. Let's get this party started. I generally ask 20 questions.
Okay.
If it's personal, you don't have to answer it.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. I got to do something then. I got to change something up here. I got to bring up my work one. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I have a warped sense of humor, folks.
I don't have one of those because I drive for a living. I pick up strangers. So that's what I do. Pick up strangers for a living. So if you guys are ready for tonight's topic, let's put these hearts in the chat and get this party started. What's the weather there now?
The weather here right now? Hang on, give me a second. It snowed this morning. And it snowed while I drove into Idaho Falls and back. Hang on, my computer's glitching on me here. Got too many windows open, but that's the way I live, on the edge. So hit the so get it from this morning. This morning it was 30 degrees. Okay, it's 31 degrees right now. So it's dropped down below freezing. It was at 42 this afternoon. It's we got freezing fog outside right now. And we'll have fog in the mornings and good clearing for the rest of the week, except for Sunday, which we got rain on Sunday. And let's see here. Rain on Sunday, rain on Washington's birthday. Tuesday night and Wednesday, we got a 50% chance of snow again.
Okay. All right. Well, we at 33 right now. And Foraging says she's going to start a foraging garden, which is pretty cool because I like medicinal herbs. What's up, G Mama? Welcome in. Dave Buzzer said they had smoked catfish with onions, peppers, garlics, cilantro, butter, salt, pepper right now at 6:05 p.m. in Los Angeles. And it's 65 where he at. What's up, Tag? How you doing, guys? Whenever it's question time, if y'all have y'all questions, please, by all means, put them in the chat. What's up, PIA? Welcome in. Olives, how you doing? G Mama grows hard in the garden. Can you drop Gil's channel's link in the chat if you can, G Mama? She natural. Lynette said it's 49 degrees. So she had meatloaf, broccoli, casserole, black apple. Oh, girl, y'all, I'm on my way to get my plate. Shoot, they eating good, Gil.
Now I got 2 channels.
Okay.
You met me on Gray Man Prepping. The other one is Camppatton Family Compound.
Okay.
And that's my homesteading, moving to Idaho, getting things done, family channel.
Okay. Okay. Thea's Garden says she had smothered pork chop, mashed potatoes, collard. I'm on my way to Florida. Ooh, all except the pork. I don't eat pork. So, Cousin Angela, welcome in. Everybody, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. We appreciate y'all. Everybody said they is ready. What's up, Jegs? How you doing? Welcome in, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Forger said I shared you out, Tampa. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get on down. First question. Who is a Gray Man Prepping, and how did you get started in prepping?
Well, let's see.
What happened?
Well, you got to go back to the early 1960s.
Oh, I wasn't born then.
I was born in the 50s. I am a mid generation baby boomer.
Okay.
I grew up. So in the 60s, my parents moved from Glendale, California, up to Northern California, a town called Martinez, which is famous for 2 things. Martinez is famous for the invention of the martini and the lowrider car.
Okay.
They got an acre and a quarter up there, and we had horses, cows, pigs, goats, chickens, and tons of blackberries that we made in the jam every year. Okay. And so that's how I grew up from 1960 to 66 was with the animals and stuff. Then we moved back down to Southern California. My dad went back to work for my step-grandfather, who owned a catering company that specialized in catering to the motion picture studios. Okay. When they go out on movie shoots, he had the trucks. The first roach coaches were built by my step-grandfather to go out to the movie studio shoots. And so I learned about getting the truck all prepared, grew up with that down there. Going out there in the summertime, I worked with my mom. She was one of the head cooks, and went out there and learned to, make sure everything organized. I learned organizational things. That's also when I met a few people of celebrity status. Okay. Jim Backus, Burl Lives, John Wayne, and a few others. Okay. But then in 1971 down there, we had the Sylmar earthquake that totally devastated the Sylmar area and North Hollywood. And I was a 14-year-old scout at the time. And so, be prepared and all that. Okay. And after that, I helped my mom write a presentation pamphlet for the Relief Society on earthquake preparedness. Okay. And so that's how I really got into it. And then we moved to northern Arizona to a town called Fredonia on the north rim of the Grand Canyon. While there, I was taught wilderness survival and wilderness search and rescue by the rescue team up there. Okay. And that's how it just started going one thing after another, led to something else. When I became an adult, became an adult member of the Boy Scout troop that I was a boy in late years earlier. My brother was the scoutmaster. I was an assistant scoutmaster. And that's when they brought in the Emergency Preparedness Merit Badge and Wilderness Survival Merit Badge, and did that stuff there. But I guess it was about I started doing emergency preparedness fairs and teaching people how to get prepared, how to inventory their supplies and all that stuff. And I did that for quite a few years in amongst my regular employment. Come 9/11, I was working as the head of security for Chevron Texaco in San Ramon, California, when 9/11 happened. And a friend of mine contacted me and said, "Hey, we're setting up a new agency called the Department of Homeland Security. We want you to come over and help us set it up."
Okay.
So I went there, and my main title there was the Emergency Management Coordinator for Homeland Security. So I'm a professional prepper.
Thank you, G Mama, for dropping Gil's channel. I appreciate you. Very nice too, Tampa. The background and everything. Y'all look sharp. Well, thank you, Forge. I appreciate you. So, what made you realize prepping was something you needed to take seriously? Did anything happen, or was it? Yeah,
it goes back. It goes back to 1971, and to me, it was hilarious. Froze for a second. The Sylmar earthquake. Because 71, I'm 14. My younger brother's 12. We're early teenagers. The ground starts shaking. What do? We run outside and we hang in the tree and sway with the earthquake.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
It wasn't where we were at. We weren't getting into hard hits, but it's just enough to see if we can sway. But the fact that when my mom went to the store to get stuff, all of a sudden it's like all the toilet paper was gone. Well, it's a good thing we had a bunch already stocked up, because my mom, born in 1922, raised during the Depression, was a coupon clipper.
Okay.
And so whenever something was on sale, we go and we max out the coupons just because it would save money in the long run.
Hey, one crafty sister.
And so, that's one of the things. It's like, all right, first thing disappeared off the shelves was toilet paper. Next thing disappeared was milk, and then meat. And it's like, none of the stores are closed. It's up there about, 35 miles away from us up in Sylmar. Why are the idiots down here freaking out? I mean, that's what it was.
Good night, Howie.
Night, Howie. And so that's one of the things, it's just like, and after that, my mom bought a All-American, she bought the Presto canner, because we've been doing water bathing, making jams and stuff since I was a little kid. But then we also went out to some farms, and we buy the big flats of pears and peaches and start canning those. And to me, it was just part of life. It's just what we did. Okay. I also grew up with my grandmother, her sister, some of her brothers and stuff. They all lived around us down there in Southern California. There were 2 girls in a family of 15.
Okay. Hey, Shady.
And so they grew up on a farm up in the finger of Idaho. So this is Idaho. They were up here by Coeur d'Alene.
Okay.
That's where she grew up. She was born in 1899. And that's where, she would tell us all the stories about going fishing with the Native Americans up there, hunting the elk, hunting deer, hunting the wild pigs, all that stuff. That's what we just grew up on. It was a different, for me, it was a totally different environment to those that are Gen Xers or millennial. Their parents and grandparents don't talk about these things. That's what I grew up on.
Okay.
And to me, it was just normal life. You're not a prepper. You're just being normal, because during the wintertime, you may not be able to grow everything you want.
Right.
And we always had a garden. Always had a garden.
So do you have a garden now?
All right. So across the street, I own 5 acres where my daughter's staying at.
Okay.
And we put in some big gardens. I got videos on that over on Camppatton Family Compound.
Okay.
On this, I bought this property here. This is a full acre. I bought it in 2021, and I've put in a 10-tree orchard in the back here.
Okay.
I got a whole bunch of IBC tote planter beds that I've taken. An IBC tote are those big cage
water
totes,
like 275 gallons.
Yeah, 275 gallon or 330. and I get them up here at the distillery for $60 a piece. So I get truckloads of them down here, and I cut the tops off, or I cut them in half, fill them full of potting mix and stuff, and I got a giant. I got like 175 gallon planter, and so I got a bunch of those. And I lettuce, rainbow chard, tomatoes, peppers, several varieties. This year I grew a whole bunch of zucchini, pumpkins, different varieties of squashes and stuff. And then I planted finally planted the fruit trees. Get the year right here. Late summer of 24. So in summer 25, my fruit trees were friggin' overloaded because I used all the cow manure that was on the properties to put in the ground first. And I had peaches that big.
Right.
And stuff. And these were trees this was their first full year in the ground.
Okay.
And they're, producing like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, we've got gardens and raising stuff all the time. All my extra food that I don't want, I give to my daughter. If she doesn't eat it, she feeds it to the chickens and brings me eggs.
Oh, well, that's a win-win.
Yeah.
Georgia said 100 years ago, they were always prepped. If you think about it, the cows, pigs, chickens, garden, cellar full of canning.
Yep.
And I don't want to pronounce that wrong. Huga. Weren't you with the group that went through Donna's pants?
No. I was the one teaching the ones that didn't want to get on the ark. I was teaching how to tread water. Unfortunately, they could only tread water for 39 days.
Right. So Georgia says she was born in the 70s and remember my grandmother having a milk cow and chickens garden, etc. Yep. PIA is speaking to anyone that she missed. Guys, please hit the thumbs up and share the live. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If I don't know what's going on with my chat, but it's lagging. So
it's the whole internet lagging tonight.
Yeah, it's lagging. So don't think I'm ignoring your questions because I'm not. My grandmama started me on the path. We need to set our youngins on this path too. Right, Fortune?
Yep.
Hey, Janet, welcome in. Welcome in. Dave, Buzz, everybody is speaking. So, question. If someone is broke but wants to start prepping today, what should they do first?
First thing they should do is get out a notebook and take an inventory of what they already have.
Okay.
First thing, take an inventory. Because then they can find out what I have, what I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is use the ads, the grocery ads, find out what's on sale. If it's something you like and you were going to get it anyways, get a couple extra. Just a couple, not a whole bunch, because if you're struggling financial wise, you get a couple extra.
Okay.
Then the next week you get something else, and you slowly build it by getting that extra stuff cheaper. Because in the long run, that's going to save you money because you're getting it cheaper instead of buying it at the full price every week. You buy stuff that's cheaper for next week when it's not on sale, and vice versa.
Okay.
And you start building up that way there. Second thing to do, and the next thing to do would be to set up a 30-day menu.
Okay.
Of stuff that you normally eat, and set it up, and so and figure out what you need to have in your pantry to be able to eat for 30 days without going to the store.
Okay, would you consider those, the first three that you said, would you consider them being the top three things that they need immediately? Or that
is the root base to start with.
Okay.
You want to have you want to know what you have. You want to start expanding on what you have for what you don't have. Okay. Use the ads to get the stuff so you're saving money. Mm-hmm. And then plan out menus so you know you have 30 days worth of menus in your pantry and not go there and say, whoa, wow, I got two cases of kidney beans and stuff you got on sale, but you didn't flush out the entire menu for having meals for the day. That way you're not eating rice and beans and getting food fatigue.
Okay. G Mama said great tips. Guys, if you got any questions for him, for Gil, put it in the chat so I can show them to him so he can answer them for y'all. Now's the time.
Put them in capital block letters so they stand out. Yeah.
All caps if you can. What is the biggest mistake new preppers make? Did they give you a headache?
I've done 3 live stream videos on it called Biggest Mistakes Preppers Make. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Probably the biggest mistake all preppers make has to do with the rules of 3.
Okay.
There are 3 rules of 3. 3 minutes without air, the average person dies.
Okay.
3 days without water, the average person dies. 3 weeks without food, the average person dies. Air you can't do much about. Water is something you can. Now, water becomes a problem because of 2 things. 1, it's bulky. 2, it's heavy.
Okay.
If you're in an apartment, I don't see Kaylin Strain in here yet. Kaylin's an apartment prepper there in Des Moines.
Okay.
And she has her own channel and stuff, Kaylin Strain. And she's constantly getting things to store water in, under the bed, in the closet, and she stores water around it just because she's had problems there and she likes to store water. If you have a garage, not an apartment, but if you have a house with a garage, well, that's a place where you can store water. You can pick up around and check around. You can pick up containers that are used that are food grade safe. For me, I go up to the local little distillery, and I get the IBC totes that they received the 193 proof potato alcohol in, drain it out, and sell the containers.
Wow.
And so when I buy those containers, they are sterile because they've had that alcohol in it. So they're ready for water to go in right in them. And I've done videos on that too, on which, like I said, I got 2 channels. I was doing most of the stuff on Camppatton Family Compound, so I remembered, hey, dummy, you got Gray Man prepping. And so I revitalized that one a few years back and started to put all my prepping stuff over here.
Okay.
But yeah, there's water is probably the biggest failure point. The other big failure point is new preppers get sucked in to the channels that are bad for prepping. It's the buy my stuff if you want to survive. I have just what you need, and you can only survive if you buy my stuff.
Yeah, right. How much your stuff costs? An arm, a leg, and a tongue? No, we'll pass.
Yeah.
So
the other thing they do is they don't get good advice from a good community of preppers.
Okay.
Probably one of the best places out there that's on Facebook and YouTube, besides my channel, is Tammy McNeil's Rebel Canners. She owns the Facebook page. She's written 4 books on canning. And if you want to be a prepper, that's one of the things to consider is to can your own food. Go to farmer's market, buy fresh, good food, and can it.
What's up, Belt Loop?
Hey, Belt Loop.
G Mama, thank you for dropping Gil's channel. I appreciate it. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and share the live.
Yeah, the actually, hang on here. Let me put something over here real quick here.
You are interviewing one of the best sources of prepping info. Yes. When I met him through Shadow, I knew about Shadow. I didn't know about Bob, Gil, Mark, Allen, and Mike. I didn't know about any of them, but I knew about Shadow.
All right, I'm going to share something really quick here, shortly.
Okay.
There we go.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah. So this is my other channel.
Okay.
Camppatton Family Compound. And the email on all of my videos for both channels is the email for Camppatton Family Compound, because that is a straight YouTube email. So you can make comments about either one you want to. And example, these are the different playlists I have over at Camppatton Family Compound.
Thank you, Bill Luke.
So, yeah, I got homesteading, food items, canning, mail call, of course, I got grandkids, but, general property work, product reviews, my garden one. And, yeah, so I got that over there. And I got a bunch of over here on Gray Man Prepping. That's Gray with an A, and stop sharing. There we go.
Okay, Belt Loop, I appreciate you coming over here with the like. I appreciate you. It's a family of good people in the prepper community. Anyone will help you. Yes.
Yes.
Well, see, I'm an avid prepper. I've started prepping in 2017.
Just ahead of the idiocracy.
Yeah, I started in 2017, and I didn't start learning about the garden community until about a year or so ago. But I've always been a prepper. The problem with prepping is I just lost thousands and thousands of dollars. But hey, we're not going to go into that. We're interviewing you, Gil.
Yeah.
So that's for another day, another time.
Yeah.
So what is the number one supply people think they need, but really don't? Hey,
beans and rice.
Yes, you do need beans and rice. What's up, the Nichols? So you saying they don't need it? They think they need it.
All right, they can have it, but it's not the number one thing. It needs to be down even with other things.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You need to have a balanced meal.
Okay.
You don't want to have, all right, my good friend Mark, Chef Tech, you saw him on there on Shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
He's doing a satire channel. I'm going to do a satire channel too. We're going to do satire live streams on prepping.
Okay. I don't know what you said, but okay.
Yeah, you're going to be rolling on stuff we're going to be doing. You're going to be rolling on your floor laughing because you realize how stupid we're being about what people actually do. Okay. And like he was commenting, yeah, I got 700 pounds of beans, 800 pounds of rice, and I'm good to go. It's like, no, you need to have a balanced stuff. You need to have a balanced mix of vegetables, meats, liquids, proteins, diversify. It's like like they talk about your retirement portfolio. You want to diversify it so you're not doing all of one thing.
Right. So see, as Natural said, Band-Aids, you need first aid supplies, but not a whole bunch of Band-Aids. Like, you need multiple things, not just one, right?
Exactly. Oh, and that's something else a lot of preppers make a mistake on. Oh, I bought this first aid kit at Sam's Club. I'm good to go. No, you're not.
No,
because that first aid kit is a starting point.
Right.
It's got a lot of stuff you don't need in it. It doesn't have a lot of stuff you should have in it. And first aid kits need to be personalized to you and your family. It's like, everyone talks about you need to get an IFAC. No, you don't need an IFAC. You need a PFAC. An IFAC is an individual first aid kit. No, you don't need an individual one. You need a personalized one, because what is, if I need for me is not what you need for you.
Right.
If
I remember when I had my daycare, we had to have a first aid kit. A lot of them had what you said, just the first aid kit from Sam's. I went and got a big tool shed, the tool case thing with the handle, and I built my own first aid kit to go inside of it. And so when the fire department came out to inspect, I had pretty much everything I needed in that one particular kit.
Yeah.
Because every kid individually going to be different. They might not need the same thing like you said.
Yeah.
Hey, LGG, my Renaissance Indiana Fun and Farm. Welcome in, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And if you have some questions for Gil, please put them in the chat.
Capital block letters, please. One of the things is, first aid kits too is, how many people have allergies?
True.
You will not find any allergy medicine in a store-bought first aid kit.
No, you won't.
You won't find a EpiPen in a store-bought first aid kit. If someone needs a EpiPen, people will get their Claritin or the other ones, for allergies and stuff.
Yeah.
Most of them forget the old Benadryl and Benadryl cream.
Okay.
Benadryl cream is good for a bee sting because it's getting a brain fart here, folks. It basically, it's the stuff in it counteracts the reaction to the system caused by the bee sting.
Okay.
Not if they're allergic and need an EpiPen, not that big, but if just for a normal person, I carefully scrape the stinger out and I put some Benadryl on it, and it'll counteract the reaction to your body has to the bee venom. But yeah, there are all these different little things you might need to add to it. One of the things I've learned to add to it is a finger splint. There's a number of times. In fact, I just did it a week and a half ago with the bread knife and a stupid fly. I was cutting some bread. A big old horse. I don't know where a horse fly came in the middle of winter and got into the house. Came by, buzzed right in front of it. And I hooked the cabinet, and my finger slid up the blade. So that's what that was. And so I get it all up, put the finger splint on it, so I wasn't trying to move my finger.
Okay. So Indiana Fun and Farm said you will find a year's supplies of allergy stuff at my house because I'm a hot allergy mess. 365 days. And Thea's Garden said my mother lived during the Great Depression and she instilled knowledge of the era in me. Now I'm learning how to do those things on a much larger scale.
Excellent.
Right.
Yeah. My wife, who's a little bit younger than me,
okay,
complains. She goes, "You're just like your mother. You hoard everything." No, I don't hoard everything. I hoard stuff I know I can make something out of.
Right.
Because that's one thing. That's what I got from my dad. My dad was the true. I can't remember the saying. A jack of all trades, a master of none, is but a small part of the full saying. It goes on about a jack of all trades is and a master of one is being a jack of all trades is being better than a master of one. And it goes on about basically explaining about why you need to know more things, than just one thing.
That's true. My Renaissance saying, no word is great, man. Brain fart is something us 50s babies frequent.
Yeah. That and the other problem of squirrel. Whoa. Squirrel, ball. Distracted easy. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we do tend to get distracted from what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah. You do store-bought only prepping, or do you DIY preps as well?
I do everything. I've built my own, for fun, I built my own emergency buckets, picked out my own freeze-dried foods and other tools and stuff to do them. I built a couple of those. My daughter went and bought a cow a couple of years back, and I got a bunch of the meat from the cow. She bought it from a friend of ours here in Bay Salt who raises beef and sells beef. And so we got it from them. Like I said, I've got an orchard put in here. I got several trees I planted across the street as well. And we plant food, we grow food, chickens and stuff. But I do store-bought stuff. Example, today, I went into Idaho Falls. First stop, Sam's Club, 8 o'clock in the morning. First one in the, well, second one in the door, but first in the group where they were standing at the door. Straight to the meat section. Wednesday at Sam's Club in Idaho Falls is Discount Meat Day, where they have put the 25% sticker off on stuff that's getting close to its best sell-by date. And so I loaded up on a 5-pound thing of ground beef. I got a little filet steak thing, little steaks about that big around. Got 12 of those. Got some bigger steaks, nice ones. Got 2 packages of those. And
hey,
what else? And I got something else too. And so, yeah, I just got a bunch of that. And what am I doing with it? Well, I'm cooking it all up today and tomorrow. I'm going to be, once it's cooked and chilled, I'll be seal annealing some of it. So all I got to, and then toss it in the freezer. So it's like, oh, I'm hungry for a steak. I pull it out, let it defrost, toss it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Once it's fully defrosted, warm it up just enough to make it nice. Instant meal. I've taken, when was it? Okay. This past Sunday, I canned 10 quarts of cowboy beans, which is
I've seen that.
Yeah, so I take a 10-pound chub, not a little 1-pound chub from that you usually 10-pound chub, browned it up, took 2 number 10 cans of mixed it all up and put it in my canning jars, had my All-American canner going and my mom's Presto canner going, and I canned it up. I've canned up meatballs, the big bag of meatballs from Costco. It's actually better than the ones from Sam's Club because the ones from Costco don't have the crap in it that Sam's Club does. Read your labels, people. Read your labels. And there's a lot. We've changed up our diet as more information comes out on how fudged up the food pyramid was. That it was actually upside down.
I heard that. You the second person that said that.
Well, see, where did the food pyramid come from? Who sponsored it? Kellogg's and Quaker Oats. Those are the ones that did it. And you're supposed to have 14 servings of grain. 14 servings of grain. No wonder why America's fat and dumb.
Hey, guys, this is a disclaimer. This is strictly entertainment purposes only.
Yeah. If you want the true documentation and actual stuff on it, go check out Senator Kennedy's stuff and his news releases. But yeah, there is but historically, if you look at when the American Pipe Bill started going, was shortly after the food pyramid came out.
Yeah. You the second person that said the pyramid was upside down.
Yeah.
And I think a doctor actually told me that too. So Rob said, ask him what would be his 3 top items he preps.
Well, let's see. I've got.
Hey, Bougie.
So I've got 4 275-gallon totes full of water in the garage. So I got water for me and my wife for 2+ years.
Okay. Question. How do you treat that water?
Don't treat it at all.
You don't?
Reason why? Because when I opened up those containers, they still had some had a little bit of 193 proof alcohol in it.
Okay.
So I just put it in there. But if I was to treat water, hang on, let me grab a little book over here for you.
All righty. Hey guys, don't forget to put what you want to ask Gil in the chat. Not to mention, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and share the live. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
All right, so let me kill my green screen for a second.
Okay. All right, let me make you big.
All right, this is the Community Emergency Response Team Field Guide. This is the right
from.
Huh?
Do you order that from Amazon or?
You can get it on Amazon. Just about every city should have any major city has a CERT program. It is not only nationwide, it is international. It was set up from this Los Angeles Fire Department program and went national after 9/11. Inside of it, we go to first page, second page. Water treatment. Now, the bleach here is your plain, non-scented, straight 100% bleach.
Okay.
None of the fancy stuff. So there you have it. So like a 5-gallon container, half a teaspoon. A 1-gallon container, 8 drops. If it's cloudy, you double it. If it's cloudy water.
So Boo just said I took a CERT class. It's free.
Yes.
And I got 270. He got them for more. One. He gonna get one because I had 4 of them. Like I told you, I was a prepper, and when life happened to me, I just gave them away because I had to get out of my house and put what I had in storages. So what I could donate, I did. I gave away 4 of those big 275-gallon totes. I gave over 1,000 cases of water away because I didn't want to food that water and I didn't want to put that in the storage. So I gave that away. But the preps that I had to end up putting in storage, and mice and had they field day. So a lot of that stuff got to go in the garbage. But it's just a lesson learned. Boo just said, "Hey, Mr. Leo."
Okay. So water's the first one.
Okay.
The next thing I got from my mom, and it's not food. It's not medical supplies. It's about 600 quart and pint canning jars.
Really?
And I got her pressure canner.
Okay.
A good friend of our family's, when she was the same age as my mom when she passed away. Her husband gave my wife her All-American canner. Okay. That's the canner I did on. That was the All-American I used on the cowboy bean canning video.
Okay.
So that was my mom's and the one from her friend that her husband gave to us when she passed away. Okay. So, canning jars and pressure canners, canning with stuff is number 2, is probably the second thing. And I'm always looking for old canning jars because they're thicker, stronger, and better.
Yeah, when I see them at the Goodwill, like at an antique shop, something like that, I'd be like, let me get those right there. They'd be like, you want these? I'm like, let me get them right there.
I know this is going to sound kind of gruesome, but I also go to estate sales to pick them up.
Well, when I deliver FedEx ground, I had a customer and we were just randomly talking, and I seen some jars. I was like, "Oh, you pressure can?" She said, "I did." And she gave me 2 big boxes of her pressure canning jars that she wasn't using anymore. Yeah. Hey, Shadow, welcome in. Good morning.
Hey, Shadow. Yeah.
Guys, don't forget, if you have any questions, Gil is open book. Ask them.
Yeah.
So
that's the reason I did Gray Man Prepping, was to teach.
Hey, Sammy Joe.
Okay, hang on. I got to show you something here again. Show you my Gray Man Prepping homepage.
Okay. Hey, Sammy Joe and Shadow, welcome in. We are interviewing Gil, which is Gray Man Prepping.
Which also, the reason I chose the name Gray Man Prepping, what are the initials of Gray Man Prepping? GMP. What are my initials? GMP.
Well, I know. Well, we don't know your middle name. I just know your first and last name, but I'm not going to say your first and last name on here.
Everybody knows my first name. It's Camppatton.
Okay.
Right? So, but anyway, so here I got my regular videos, but Prepping for Beginners series.
Okay.
Prepper for Beginners. Number 1, why should I prepare? Number 2, is it too late to start? Number 3, 4, and 5 is planning for emergencies. Part A, Part B, Part C. SMART goals. Your prep for today. There's over 500 your prep for today videos out there that I did.
Okay.
All there's little short videos, different things. Prepping in private series. Where to hide food. Someone was asking a question, and so I made the first video, and then I went to all the different ones: hide and sight, no purchase footprint, garden landscaping and stuff, OPSEC and all the other ones on it. So so this series, or these 3 series here, you want to learn, just watch those series, different ones. But let me go ahead. But that's the Gray Man Prepping, and that's my Gray Man. There you see. You can barely see him. That's Gray Man.
I thought that was the Undertaker when I saw it.
Yeah, he's got the high collar coat on and the black hat.
I thought that was the Undertaker. I was like, oh, Gray Man Gil got the Undertaker on his page. Hey, She natural. She said a part of my prep is entertainment for my 4 teenage books, puzzles, board games to keep their stress level down during stressful times. Okay,
I want to add to that. If the power goes out and the internet's down, you're going to see their stress level spike like you'd never believe.
Right. You cannot compare a 55-gallon to a 275. See, in my storage now.
Yeah.
And Jags, no, I'm not sending them to Georgia. I have 12 55-gallon drums. I didn't part with them. I was going to keep those. But the 275-gallon totes, I know where to get them from. I only got them for $50 a piece.
Excellent.
So, yeah, I gave them to somebody free. Like, hey, I can get, and I found the man off Facebook Marketplace. You better use Facebook Marketplace, people. You don't know what you might find on there.
Yeah. Let's see. I was just looking over here real quick for something on it. Okay, it's not on the Gray Man Prepping. I think it's on the Camppatton family compound channel. But hang on, let me check here. Playlist.
Said, very true, but we don't realize how much water we use on a daily basis along with a garden, right?
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. For drinking water, not bathing, not toilet flush, not washing your hands, drinking water. It is best to plan for 1 gallon a day per person. Mm-hmm. Whether or not you use that full gallon or not, you need to do it. Everyone on my video sees me drinking from this. This is a half gallon of water. I fill it up twice a day. Okay. I drink about a gallon. Sometimes I'll fill it up only once. Sometimes my grandkids come in and pop it, and they drink my water. It's like, I bought them their own. Go drink your own.
Jags, I am not greedy.
All right.
I'm not giving you my drums. I'm gonna need them on my own.
Okay, here we go. I gotta share this again for you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so it is on Camppatton's so under playlist, IBC Tote playlist.
Okay. Yeah, I had 4 of those, and I can't wait.
Oh man, come on, daggone ad. Okay, so this is inside my shop.
Okay.
Yeah, two of them.
I
on my
had 4
pallet.
of those.
Yeah. Well, wait till you see what I'm getting. Let me move it forward a little bit farther here. Oh, wait a minute. What's in the background there? There's more of them.
Wow. Sam and
Well,
Joseph, I have
this area in here is now been insulated, and OSB board is on the sides. The ceiling's been sealed up and everything else. So yeah. But yeah, so one of the things most people don't notice right here in front, this is a chest freezer. This white is a chest freezer.
Okay.
But that was I think that was number 6. Those are the 6 or so ones I put in there. There we go. Yeah. So there's 6 of those in that were in there at the time. I took 2 of them out and used them in the garden. But hey, I also have ones that I do for okay, you make this. There we go. Let me stop that and go back. Boom. I also use those for collecting rainwater for the garden too.
So people don't realize when it's time to collect water, you have to have water for drinking, cleaning, bathing, cooking. If you got a garden, you need water, and flushing. You need water. So with Gil just having 275 gallons of water in one tote, that's not enough.
That's just drinking.
Especially if you got multiple people in your house.
Yeah. Which brings me to the point why we bought where we did here for our retirement home. See, my mom and grandmother were born in Idaho. I was born in California when it was California. Now it's California. Led by the great socialist, the great nuisance,
okay,
governor dictator of the state. We figured in around 2014 we were realizing, okay, with all the laws that Jerry Brown is passing, that is taking everything from the retirees. And the great nuisance saying, I'm going to do the same thing when I'm governor. And he did. We decided we got to retire out of California.
Okay.
And since I had traveled the country and been in more states than my wife has, and she goes, what about this one? I go, here's what's wrong with that state. And I started listing off all the things wrong with the different states she wanted to go to. Idaho was, in parts of Idaho had a more temperate climate, constitutional carry, all the fun stuff that a good prepper wants. I wanted to go to the west side of the state over by Adams County. On the west side of the state, my daughter was going to BYU, Idaho, up in just lost the name of the town. It's Madison County. It's 2 counties up from where I'm at now. Anyways, she goes, oh, she got married. Oh, out here while she's still at the university there. Oh, we're going to stay in this area here. My wife goes, okay, we're going to look at the east side. I'm like, yes, dear. And that's the way it was. It was, yes, dear. But so what we got here, so both properties, we have an irrigation ditch that goes through the property. We got water rights whenever the water's running through it. And in a disaster, I can go up and I can turn on the water for everybody in the city and run it off the Snake River, goes through town and goes back in the Snake River on the other side of town. So I got water that I can use 2 days a week, 12 hours a day, as much as I want.
Okay.
Toilet, laundry, garden. Can you use it for showering? So the IV totes takes care of the drinking water. The city here is on well water. No chemicals added to our water here at all.
Okay.
And they got several generators at the different pump sites. So power goes out, generators kick on. And worst comes to worst, I can put 4 IBC totes in my trailer. I can drive 2.5 miles to the landing on the Snake River, and I can pump water out of the Snake River and fill my totes up. Okay.
That's pretty cool. And then would you treat that?
Plan ahead, folks.
So, question.
Yeah.
We have another storm here. This is number 4. I'm buffering, but I'm still here. Okay, Sammy Joe, be careful and be safe. She's in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yeah.
So,
well, Hugo Homestead's in Canada too, I believe.
Okay.
As is Howie, Food Forest Permaculture.
I would love to visit Canada. I've never been. My mama. And like I say, I've never been to Canada. But my mama said she took me when I was 4 because I got a picture of it. And I'm like, where is this? And my grandmama said, we took you to Canada at 4. I don't remember that, lady. What's wrong with y'all? So I've never been to Canada as an adult.
I only remember my birthday party from when I was 4 years old because it was special, but I don't remember anything else.
Hey, for the future, I'm about to be 50 in May. Tampa don't remember none of that, folks. I barely remember something that happened yesterday. I got some timers. Like, come on now. So if the grid went down tonight, for the people in the bushes, if the grid went down tonight, what would you do in the first 24 hours?
Okay. It depends. There's a lot of factors going into this. So I'm going to go over some of them real quick.
Okay.
Do you still have communications? Or is your cell phone still working? Can you get information? Can you get news? If the grid's down, the cell towers are down, the internet's down, and you're not getting any information, it's more serious than just the power's out. Okay, nobody in the neighborhood, nobody in the town has power that I can see. Oh, I still got internet. I'm good. And seriously, if you still got internet and you still got cell service and stuff like that, you are good. Okay. Because you can go online, you can get information, you can find out what's going on.
So what if you don't have those things?
You don't have those and it's down. That's why you should have the hand crank radios, AM, FM, so you can do it. The other thing,
you have one there that you can show?
I got it packed away.
That's not good, Gil.
I got it. I keep stuff in boxes, so I don't have it scattered and everything, but I still got crap scattered all over the 12-foot desk I have here. But the other thing is, I'm going to suggest to everybody, and it's easy to get. Get your ham radio license. Hams communicate like you would not believe. Now, a ham radio license, people say, oh, it's so hard. No, it's not, because I set up the share program for the Boy Scouts, the Scout Ham Amateur Radio Experience. We were getting Cub Scouts and young Boy Scouts their ham radio licenses, teaching them in 4 classes on, 4 classes, and they would pass the test. We had like a 54% pass rate of these young boys getting their ham radio licenses. Once you have your license, there are local ham radio clubs everywhere. Most people don't know about them, but you get a ham radio, you go join a ham radio club. The older members will take you under their wings and they will teach you. They will they will tip your head on the side, and they'll pour information into your ear. They will fill your brain and stuff, and how to do stuff, how to communicate, and where the information net is on ham radio.
Okay.
So that's another way to get information. But if everyone's saying, "Oh, the grid's down everywhere," and the next question you want to ask, those you can ask is, why?
Okay.
Everyone seems to think, I'm going to deviate just a little bit, but on the same topic, thinking that, wow, if there's a solar flare, it's going to hit us and we're not going to have any warning. Wrong. A solar flare, which will cause a CME, which will hit Earth, which will then cause an EMP, which will bring the grid down. You have several days at least warning on it.
Right. Hey, Candy K.
And so it's going to be all over the news. There's going to be YouTube channels screaming their heads off. We just had an X50 solar flare with CME. It's big. It's coming towards us. You'll have warning. But if it is a total grid down situation, what are you going to do for the first 24 hours?
Yes.
SIP. Shelter in place.
Okay.
Don't run out and try to buy supplies right away. Because why? Everybody else is going to be doing it.
Right.
And you're going to have someone follow you home from the store. Oh, this person's loading a bunch of stuff. We're just going to go take it from them.
Right.
So you don't want to do that. This is why I tell everybody, you need to have a base plan of your preps. And from that base plan, you have what we in Homeland Security we call tactical response plans. We had a response plan for fires, a response plan for earthquakes, a response plan for tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, power outages. I wrote 47 response plans for Homeland Security.
Right.
So yeah, you can, you have your base plan, which covers food, water, medicines, communication stuff. All that stuff is in the base plan, and your response to the different events is your response plan for it.
Right.
It's not a grid down. It's just this these three states in the Northeast that are down. Oh, it's another one of those where they tripped the main. They had a main power breaker short out, and it tripped several of the substations, and they all went and shut down. And they got to replace a whole bunch of breakers and a whole bunch of equipment to get the power back up. It's going to take anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to start getting power to come back on. That's what happens every time it happens. Whether it's in the Northeast, whether it's in Canada, whether it's in Spain, whether it's in California, when they have a big one that goes dominoes like that, it takes 24 to 72 hours to start getting power back up.
Okay.
So if first 24 hours is just like get information, keep your head down, shelter in place. If you have generators or solar power for your house and stuff, don't shine your lights bright. Cover your windows if you're using lights in the house. Do not draw attention to yourself.
Right.
And most importantly of all, don't freak out. Don't run around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Right. Right. So here's a question for you. Bougie said there are YT channels that only talk about sun solar flares. So Thea said, do you think that property with a deep well on it is a good water solution?
It is a good water solution. Example.
Let's see.
Yeah. There's a channel out there called Old School Prepper.
Okay.
She is in Oregon. Several years back when they had bad storms and they were without power for almost a month.
Wow.
She's on well water. Oh, she thought ahead. On her well casing, where the pump goes down to the the electric pump goes down, they ran next to it a hand pump line down and had a hand pump out there.
Right.
They had rain catchment barrels for catching the rain. So yeah, so she had two sources of water right there, rain and the well still, but it's a hand pump, but they still had it.
Right.
It's one of those things is a well is one solution. Rain collection is another solution. A creek nearby is another solution.
Mm-hmm.
And storage is a buffer. That's all storage is. It's a buffer. You're going to need to get more water. You can't, let's say, you can't store water for life. Well, it'll last for life, but you can't store enough for your life. You can store enough for a bumper to get more stuff.
So Olive said, bury old deep freezers, refrigeration to secret storage of supplies. And let's do a shout out to Kendi K because she sent a super sticker. Thank you, Kendi K.
Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Super chat love, yeah, we feeling that. Throw it up, show it up, run it right back. Tampa Creek fam, yeah, we on track. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Super chat love, yeah, we feeling that. Throw it up, show it up, run it right back. Tampa Creek fam, yeah, we on track. Hey, chat going crazy, big time flex. Super stickers dropping, gotta show respect. Tampa Creek fam, yeah, we do it the best. Blessing the stream, no time to rest. Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Turn it up loud, let's run up the stats. Hit that button, make it rain real fast. Tampa Creek love, yeah, we built to last.
Thank you, Kendi K. I appreciate you for the super.
I'm going to have to make something like that for my channels.
Well, shout out to Odom Homestead because he's responsible for all my music on my channel. So I appreciate you, Odom. Jigs. Wait a minute, I've seen another one.
Right.
Jigs, man, you better get out my backyard.
One of the other things when it comes to power outage, you need to do preemptive on that. And that's a serious one that everybody should be planning for because you never can tell. Everybody should winds up getting some sort of power outage, even if it's only for 5 minutes. Okay. I've never lived anywhere that they didn't have multiple short power outages.
Right. What's up, Urban?
One of the things hang on, let me see if I can find that photo real quick here.
Shadow said, and even lakes are a good water source as well, but you need to purify that water. And yes. I do know that they talk about moringa can be a water purifier if you don't have, the expensive stuff. Yeah. You can get moringa and it can purify your water, but just need to have multiple sources of things to purify your water.
Hang on, I got to go to the right spot and find it here.
Okay.
Where is it? No. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Get it up here. Come on. Come on, computer. Wake up. There we go. It's starting to do it. All right. So right now, wrong button. Share screen.
Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the 50-some people watching. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So this is what I have in my kitchen.
Okay.
This is the Opus Mega 2 with 2 expansion batteries with it. It's a 2400 watt inverter with a 2100 approximately watt hour battery for each 3 of these. Okay. Off of this, the far right cord here is the one that goes to the refrigerator. The big yellow cord goes over to the microwave and toaster. The next cord here goes over to the chest freezer. And the last cord goes over to the family room to run the Wii and the TV with the Blu-ray players for the grandkids to keep them calm.
Okay.
But I'm on smart meter power system where from 6 in the morning till 9 in the morning it's on this super expensive, and from 6 p.m. till 11 p.m. it's super expensive in the wintertime. In the summertime, it's from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. And this isn't on solar yet. This is just plugged into the wall. So during the time when it's expensive, I have a timer on there so it stops drawing from the wall and it runs the refrigerator, the microwave, everything off of this.
Okay.
Now, if the power goes out and I need lights elsewhere, because I got a power strip down here and I got a bunch of LED light bars I can put on cords and just spread them out through the house and just light the house up if I need to.
Okay.
But even running the microwave at night, fixing hot pockets and stuff for the grandkids and everything else, when this at 11 o'clock, when this starts charging again, in 40 minutes, it's fully charged again. So that's one of the ones I got. I'm looking at another one that just came out at the Electronic Consumers thing in Vegas last month. And it actually does 240, and you can plug it in and do a whole house run on it. So it's one of those things that you can bring us back. There we go. That you can do on that.
I have a question about that system that you had.
Yes.
You said it was plugged in the wall.
Yeah.
Is it solar operated as well? Can you charge it by using solar?
Yes, you can. I haven't hooked it up yet because my wife hasn't decided where she wants me to stick the solar panels.
Okay.
I have 2,100 watts of solar panels ready to go in as soon as she says, put them here. But what's neat about this is this has, I can put solar panels to the main unit. I can put the solar panels to each battery unit. So they can charge up separately, and it will also balance them as well. So when I have it on the solar on it, it'll charge up quicker than it will off the wall. So in like 15 minutes, it'll be fully charged again. And that's one of the things I like about the UPS. There's Kaylin. Woohoo!
Yep. Hey, Kaylin.
Yes. Yeah, she named it the Consumer Electronics Show. Kaylin has the baby of the UPS for her power station in her apartment. Yes, that's the one. That's the one that's on.
Is that the one that she has?
No, that's the big boy. That's the new one.
Okay. And how much a unit like that will cost? Like, you got people that's beginning to prep, and a lot of people don't have a lot of money. But if they're interested in getting a generator and they want to start off with something, what would you recommend them get?
All right.
If they don't have the money for it.
I'm going to go with, all right, my good friend up here in Idaho, Ben Gilmore, has his channel is Minuteman Solar. That's what he reviews all the solar generators, which is not what they really are. They're solar power stations. They don't generate it. They just store the energy. He goes and reviews them. He has a spreadsheet you can download for free to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges, depending on the size of the unit. Here's the thing with those. What do you absolutely need to power?
Okay.
Well, for me, I wanted to make sure I could run the chest freezer and the refrigerator. Those are that's primary right there. Microwave and toaster, that's a little bit more luxury. The other primary thing I have is my CPAP to sleep at night. Oh, I can just run a little extension cord off those in there, and it by itself, it'll run the CPAP for 3 months straight, no charging.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but so the three main things, refrigerator, chest freezer, and the CPAP are the things I have to have.
Okay.
Everything else, I got a gas stove. I got gas water heater. I got a gas furnace. Oh, wait a minute. I need some power for the furnace. No problem. I can run an extension cord on it because it only takes 7 watts. 7 amps of power to run the blowers on the furnace. Or better yet, I can use my wood burning stove.
Right. Okay. So
it's for a person starting out. Ben has put several videos out on this. you can buy the components a lot cheaper and put it together yourself than buying a unit. It may look a little bit ugly, but you can do it.
So the one that you just showed us, that's the one you bought separately and you put it together?
No, that's manufactured, and it comes the unit. The top unit has the inverter in it, has the charge controller in it, has the battery in it, and so that's all one unit together. Let me show you something here. Let me get it up here.
Okay.
And move it over here to the other page.
Guys, if you are enjoying this live, put some hearts in the chat.
All right. Accounts, lighting. I gotta find the right wish list. I got a bunch of lists for everything. Figure which one is this. Power station. Did I put it? I'm trying to remember where I put it now. Yeah.
Many places that
yes, here we go.
Solar generation after financing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The problem. Yeah, they do offer financing, but so when my first stepping into it was doing the Harbor Freight 45 watt. That's 3 15-watt panels and some RV deep cycle batteries for the scouts to have the chest freezer down at the Peddler's Fair every Saturday back in Martinez to sell ice cream as fundraiser. That 45 watts kept that that chest freezer running in the hot summer sun of 90 plus degree weather there, and kept the batteries fully charged.
Okay.
So this is put together your type stuff here that you want to bring it up here. All right, that's good. All right, so you can buy a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is comparable to the lead acid ones, lasts a lot longer, a lot more recharge cycles to it. You need a charge controller. You need an inverter. Those three things plus the solar panels. So what you need, you've got the different cords to connect things together. You need to get. I'm building stuff. I got all this stuff to build a bigger system on different ones they have. Different type of. This is a transformer. Takes to 120 and 240 volt that goes up to off the solar stuff. Man, they pulled these back, but different type of inverters. This is a 1500 watt with a 3000 watt surge. It's currently not available. Don't have the thing on it, but there's all the different things you can use for it. All the different batteries and stuff. Different brands. Power Queen is a good one. Time USB is a good one, and Lifetime are good ones as well. One of the things that I did with that, I took that 45 watt one and I expanded it. I got several more panels from Harbor Freight back in the day. We're talking way back in the day.
Okay.
And I wound up getting a bunch of 12 volt deep cycle RV/boat batteries. And I had 15 of them in this box I built outside the house. Cables came down off the roof, plugged in it, kept it charged up. I put I had a window AC unit for the master bedroom and put the cord going outside it instead of inside and plugged it into that. And so when I was working at Homeland Security, I had to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get to work on time because my shift ran from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Well, getting up at 3 to try to get a decent sleep in the California summertime, it didn't get cool enough for my wife to open the outside windows till 11 o'clock at night. And I was going to bed at 7 o'clock at night. Well, at 3 o'clock, I turned that AC on and was cooling down the house because it was still getting full sun on it, so it was staying charged, and cooled the bedroom down so I could sleep at night and get some sleep so I could go to work without running up our electric bill up through the roof trying to cool the bedroom off.
Okay.
I had extension cords so we could also run it in. When the power was out, we could run it to the refrigerator and chest freezer in the house there and run it all off the system I had there. And I built it all one battery at a time, one set of solar panel or two solar panels at a time. I got a bigger charge controller to begin with, and I just kept adding to it till I maxed that one out. Then I bought another charge controller. Charge controllers, do I got it on here? Go down where it's got a lot in it here.
So Gwee said, hey Gwee, welcome in. He said, make sure you get pure sound wave inverter for sensitive electronics.
Yeah. Even for non-fragile electronics, you want pure sine wave inverters, period. Okay, here we go. The Renogy, all right, the 12 volt charge controller I got was it's now up to $20.
Okay.
And it's made by Renogy. It's one of the standards of the industry. Later I got a 30 amp one when I really upped the number of solar panels I had. But yeah, a pure sine wave is how are you talking about 60 hertz in a circuit goes like this. Okay, that's pure sine wave. Most inverters go like this, and it's choppy, and it's bad for certain electrical motors. It's bad for computers. It's bad for most of your electronics, your VCRs, your TVs. Yeah.
Okay. So Olive said, I recommend for people who are not familiar with building a solar generator, start out with a kit where everything you need comes together.
The kits have everything except for the batteries. And batteries are cheaper and easy to get, and you can pick those up. You can create a list on Amazon and put them in there, and you watch it. Oh, it's on sale. It's 50% off. Bye. It's like clipping a coupon electronically.
So Sammy Joe said, Tampa, did you get a new battery for your car? Let's tell you about that real quick. So after the police jumped my car off, I was on the phone with Rob in the garden, and he was like, Tampa, go to AutoZone or something, let them test the battery. So I go to AutoZone. Well, I didn't go to AutoZone. I went to Old Rallies because I like Old Rallies. And between Old Rallies and Napa, I like both of them. So I went to Old Rallies. I asked them to come out and test the battery. But the check engine light had came on. And the check, because I was like, well, if you drive for a few minutes, it might going to reset itself. Never did reset itself. So I had the lady come out, check the battery. Battery good. Wasn't nothing wrong with the battery. I said, well, the check engine light on. So she tested the little thing with the check to see why the check engine light's on. The code came back, and I knew it was on there, but I didn't know that's what would cause all the issues. It had so much erosion on the negative post that I had to get some type of brush to clean it off. She told me what I had to do. So when I did that, the check engine light went back off, and I was able to just go on to the house.
Yeah. That's part of preventive maintenance that most people don't even know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bougie is speaking to Don't Hurt the Harvest. Welcome in. My Renaissance grandmama has a question. She said the way you have the Opus set up, the way that you have yours set up, does it increase your utility bill?
Just the opposite. Because because I'm on metered, so I have two high peak usage rates, and during those times, the items that are plugged into it are running off the battery, not off the power grid. And once it's back on the low charge time, cost time, Then the clock turns it back on, and it charges it up at the lower rate. So all in all, it saves money and it has lowered our bill a bit. Our goal is to get a bigger unit, either the Opus 6000 or the I just lost the name of it here. They just came out with a new one too. That's also a 240 one for.
You said gotcha, thanks.
Hang on
here. I think a lot of people get the Eco Flow. Do you like those?
I agree with Ben Gilmore that they're a good one, but they're not the best. There are others that are better. There's others that give you a lower price per watt output.
Okay.
But on here, one control. Here we go. Let me get this over here, and I got to pull up the name of it here.
Right, Sam and Joe. That was a cheap fix. I think I paid like $7 for those little brushes. And that lady said, let me take some. These two right here, don't you touch the metal. Don't touch nothing metal on that car. Then she said, you can use this brush to get it off. I was like, okay, lady, okay. She made me nervous. Like, don't you touch the metal with this. Yeah.
The other big hit at the electronics consumer show was the Pecron, Pecron. There you have two big one. Their F series. It has is built in two 120, 240 plugs on it. Unlike Equal Flow, which you got to get 2 units and put in an adapter between them. The new one has it on there, and it's bigger, more powerful than the Opus, and it's cheaper.
You have a picture of that one?
No, hang on, I might be able to pull something up here. Where did I save that to? Because Ben Gilmore was at the show, and he did videos on it. So hang on a second here.
Yeah, Shadow loves his coffee, but Shadow getting up to get ready to go to work in a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is sleeping. It's about what time is it, Shadow? About 3, 4 o'clock? What time is it there?
Playlist.
What's all that behind you? Is that your green screen?
This is the green screen of a control center.
Okay.
For emergency response. Where did I put it? I'm looking for it.
So Storms Radio said Opus kicks watts. Best brand in my humble opinion.
Yeah, Opus is really good, but like Ben was saying, and he tests them all. The Pecron has stepped it up past it. Now
so
there's
what
another.
About the Blue Eddie?
It's the Blue Eddie is not a bad one. It's a good one. But like I said, like Ben has said, he goes through and said price for the unit to the amount of watts it puts out, the cost per watt. There are others that are better and cheaper, but things are changing up at the with what's coming out later this summer that they released at the electronics consumers show. Okay. Where is I got to go through these friggin' Rebel canners. No.
Welcome back, Storms. So Bougie said, what would be the best per wattage amount? Like, what would be the best wattage you should get when it comes to your generators?
All right. Space weather. Hey, okay, hang on. I found the playlist.
Okay.
Viewful playlist. Come on,
more kilowatts for the price. So Gui said, personally, I think it's way cheaper to build your own.
It is
way more kilowatts for the price.
Yeah, but you got to get the right components. match the components, and it's cheaper, and you can build it up. I got a big one I've built out there, but I can't bring it in the house. It's too big. It'll run the shop. It'll run my welder out there once I have the solar panels hooked up to it. All right.
Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Share it live.
All right. So I'm going to bring this one up here. And okay. So let me put this wide. All right. And share this so you'll see what it is. I'm going to try to share the volume, his volume on it. Guys, you really got to go over to Minuteman Solar and check out Ben's.
It's probably gonna. I hope it don't copyright.
No, Ben has this. I've had Ben on my show so many times, and he says share his stuff out, and I just gotta say go over there to his and do it. Go ahead and drop that comment down, please.
Oh, my bad.
All right, so.
And did they deliver? 7.2 kilowatt inverter, 6.4 kilowatts of solar input, rated up to 180 volts, so definitely not bad. And it basically has a server rack battery in it. It's 5.12 kilowatt hours of capacity, and it can add 4 more expansion batteries. They're coming out with a whole new expansion battery line for the F series. And so you're going to be able to add 5.12 kilowatt hours all the way up to basically 25.5 kilowatt hours. This is a serious contender because get the price, only $1,999 is what they're advertising here. And that's pretty freaking incredible. They also have a newer version of the E3600. This is now the E3800 LFP. Has a 4.2 kilowatt inverter, a 3.84 kilowatt hour battery, and then it has up to 3 kilowatts of solar input.
So that first one is the new big one.
Okay.
And that's the one I want to get. Because since I eliminated our electric dryer, I eliminated our electric range, I eliminated our electric hot water heater, there is nothing 240 in the house anymore.
Okay.
I still have the 2 separate circuits for all the lights, plugs, and everything else. That thing with the 4 expansion batteries on it will power my house for a week without any solar input.
Okay. The one the first one that he told.
The first one, that big one he talks about, has 4 batteries of the same size in it for a total of 25,000 watt hours. Will power my whole house for at least a week.
That's good. That is
more
good.
If I keep the grandkids away from the TV and have them playing card games and board games instead.
Now that's pretty cool. So Jag said, look at your monthly electric bill, and that'll tell you how big of a generator you need to get. And my Renaissance says, so Petcron is the best choice. Is that the better choice?
That's one of the top, in the top 5. That's one of the top 5. That and Opus and the newest Blue Eddy, which is not out on the market yet, but it's more expensive, is right up there. There's like 5 of them that are right up there. The Walrus and the Anchor brands are all right up there because they all have built-in 240.
Okay.
But it's the price you pay for them for the watts out. Tells you what your watt. It pushes them whether they're first, second, or third. Okay. Now what Storm Radios was talking about, you need to figure out what your wattage use is.
That was JX.
And so basically what you need to do is like, all right, my refrigerator, when it's running, draws about 175 watts. I open the door, it goes up 45 watts because of the light bulb. Okay. However, because it's a stupid frost-free unit, all by itself, it'll kick on, it'll run differently, and all of a sudden it's drawing 780 watts because it's heating up the walls to get melt any ice buildup so it stays frost-free.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I grew up with one that when it got too much frost on there, we just took everything out real quick and took the spatula and scraped it all off the inside and put everything back in.
Right.
Yeah. So what you need to figure out what your wattage use is and stuff. Now, if you're going to build your own unit, your total wattage usage, you want to double that for your inverter size. Why? Because if you say you're using, all right, 3,000 watts is what you use when you're using everything, and you get a 3,000 watt inverter for your constant flow with a and it's like a 4,500 surge for when electrical motors kick on and stuff, but you're using that at its max capacity. It's not going to last long. Heat is an enemy of inverters, and so as you're using it at its full capacity, it's heating up all those components inside, and they're slowly degrading. Now, that's why Ben and I recommend, all right, you got at 3,000 watts, you got to need, get a 6,000 watt inverter. It hardly ever gets warm because it's built to take higher wattage output, and it's not, so it stays cooler, so it lasts a lot longer.
Okay. So Bougie got two questions. She said, so how do you know what it is the best cost watts? And then she said, if you try to run your whole house, you will burn your battery out really fast. To run your whole house is a whole different kind of unit and setup.
It depends. All right. So for the cost on it, you've basically figure out how many on the unit. It'll tell you how much wattage it produces and everything else. There's a formula. Ben on one of his videos in the last month, maybe the last 6 weeks, went through and showed the calculation for figuring it out, because he was showing one that was ridiculously cheap.
Okay.
So you basically take the cost of the unit, the amount of watts out of it, and you calculate how much it's going to cost for each watt that unit's going to produce. Okay. Not counting your solar panels, not counting anything, how much that unit will produce off of the off of its battery and stuff. Welcome back, Steve Natural. Oh, what was the last comment there?
Bougie said,
"Oh, the house, about the house." All right. If you have minimal battery, yeah, you can burn up your battery. If you like with this other one, the unit itself, that 5,000 F series, if I just had it, I'd be constantly recharging and taking it all the way down. With 4 extra batteries, I can run my whole house on it, and it ain't gonna hit that thing worth a dang. It's not gonna pull it down, maybe about one or two of the add-on batteries, and you still have 2 extra spares that full, basically, but it brings them all down. But it's the cycles on it. The life cycles on lithium iron phosphate batteries runs around about 3,000 life cycles. That means, well, first of all, that does not mean every time you charge it a little bit, that's a cycle. No, that's not a life cycle. Taking it all the way to 0 is a life cycle. Okay. So like on mine here, they go down when I use them for the during the summertime when I run it for the 9 hours straight. It goes down to about 82%, which means I can probably go 5 days without charging it before it hits 0. Okay, that's one life cycle, and I got 3,000 of those. So 3,000 times 5 is 15,000 days. Now, if I have the solar on it and it's got solar input during that time, part of that time, it's not pulling from the battery; it's pulling from the solar. Okay. So now it's going to last even longer. So do I have an inverter with a? Do you have to have an inverter with a generator? No. There are 2 types of generators. There's the generator, and there's what's called an inverter generator, which has a built-in inverter. It's quieter and it's more efficient. However, not all inverter generators have pure sine wave inverters in them. That can be a problem. What I have for my emergency generator I have out here that I can charge up my UPS with, I have a tri-fuel Furman, which I have a video on Camppatton Family Compound about, that I got at Costco years ago. Runs on gasoline, propane, natural gas. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got natural gas to this house now, which it was electric when I bought it, but I got natural gas installed, so I can wheel it outside here by the back door. I got a natural gas outlet. I can put it on there. I can run it on natural gas until the natural gas runs out.
Wow. So Gui said Helen Hurricane showed me that personally it's good to have a solar system as well as a dual or a tri-fuel generator to recharge solar generator and use at night. Just his 2 cents.
Yes. So when using a generator, you don't want to run that generator all the time. You don't need to run that generator all the time. That's where you having a power station with the generator. You run off the power station in your solar, and if it's so cloudy or to get too much snow on your panels and you're not developing electricity from solar, you can charge it up with the solar generator and charge it up with the generator and turn the generator off. If you don't have the solar unit and you just have a generator,
hey Vanessa,
you need to pick what you want to run off the generator. You're not going to run your hair dryer off the generator. You're not going to run the TV off the generator because that's not smart. What you're going to do is like for your essentials, the refrigerator, freezer, a chest freezer if you have one, any medical equipment. However, with my CPAP, I would never run that on the generator. I would just charge up my little small.
Hey Vanessa,
I would just charge up this to run my CPAP on. My CPAP will run on this for a month.
Okay.
So, and what thing is, if you want to keep your refrigerator and chest freezer, those are the things you want to keep cold during the power outage. Tammy Harder's in here.
Hey, Tammy.
All right, so what you do is you need to figure ahead of time, what's the run cycle for your chest freezer? How long does it run to cool it back down again? How long does it run for your refrigerator to cool back down again and shut off?
Okay.
All right, you figure that out. Generally, you can figure out that, okay, so if it runs like, say, 15 minutes or 10 minutes every 2 hours, it'll fire on for 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to run that every 2 hours, 10 minutes. So if I go 8 hours, that's going to be equivalent of 40 minutes. Perfect. I'm not going to plug the refrigerator in or not turn on the generator, but every 8 hours and run it for 40 minutes. That'll bring the refrigerator down to its coldest temperature and it'll shut off. Or if it shuts off before that 40 minutes is up, turn off the generator. Save the generator. Save your gasoline or your propane. Do not run a generator all the time, because what 90%, 95% of the people don't realize, after 50 hours of runtime on a generator, you need to do an oil change on it. Flat out, you need to do one.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's gonna the wear and stuff. You get the dirty oil, and it's going to cause problems for the generator.
So Vanessa said a battery bank needs a charge controller that can work from a properly sized generator. One I am looking into has input from a generator and also solar panel connectors.
All right, not exactly true. It does need it from the solar panel. Let me show you something I got right here.
Okay. Gui, depending on the battery, some are equipped with temp.
This is a charger, wall plug charger for the some of my lithium iron phosphate batteries I have here.
Okay.
This does not need a charge controller. This is a battery charger. It's made to charge lithium iron phosphate batteries. No charge controller not needed because this plugs into the generator. It will charge the battery, and it will stop charging the battery when the batteries are full.
Okay.
This is what you need for your lithium iron phosphate batteries. If you're using deep cycle car batteries, you need a regular deep cycle car battery charger.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Better have supplies from the generator too. So Gui was saying, depending on the battery, some are equipped with temp waking up and have a fan running on it can keep it cool. Help keep it cool.
Yeah. On some of the more expensive ones, they also come with heaters built into them so that they can charge. Because lithium iron phosphate batteries don't like to charge in really cold weather. Like you keep it out in the garage or something, or in a little shed outside, and you have your battery stuff out there. And you're in the up in where you get snow and stuff, freezing temperatures. They don't like it. Okay. That's why the new batteries are coming up with heaters in them. But the problem, those heaters drain the power of the battery. Right.
So Miss Red said, is there a certain type of oil you have to use in the generator?
Yeah, check the owner's manual. Generally, it's 30 weight oil.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them want like 30-15 or 30-10.
Good point, Bougie. She said, y'all in the bushes need to make sure you are not calling a portable power station generators. They are not generators.
They are a battery bank with a built-in inverter and charge controller.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to go do chores. Information blesses everyone. Thank you, Olives. Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, that's been my pet peeve with the generators. You know, the reason why they're called solar generators, because somebody goes, "Ooh, we're going to make people know what a generator is. We're going to call these solar generators as a marketing ploy." It doesn't generate power at all. It just stores it and puts it back out again. It's like the battery in your flashlight. That's all it does. You can recharge. If it's a rechargeable battery, you recharge it and it puts it out again.
Okay, so those chargers, depending on the amp vault, it'll take a house way longer than you will think, but they do work.
Yeah. Well, like this one, they also, all right. So the chargers, like the one I showed, they come in 5 amp, 10 amp, 20 amp, and 30 amp. So yeah, a 5 amp is going to take way longer than a 30 amp, but a 30 amp one's going to cost a lot more than a 5 amp charger will. So that's one of the things you got to do your research on if you're going to build your own like that.
Mm-hmm. A very nice diesel generator is from a company up in Maine. Best fuel efficient I've found. Yeah. So guys, get your questions in. We have 8 more minutes. Well, 7 more minutes. If you have any more questions, get it in. I mean, 2 things I wanted to talk about that we didn't talk about. One was, what are your top safety and security tips for families?
All right, I'm going safety tips for families.
Safety and security tips for families.
All right, yeah. I'm going to have to go with Steve at Corsair Trainers at this one. We both done videos on it. We even did a joint video on it. Situational awareness.
Okay.
And we did a joint one to situational awareness for kids.
Okay.
Teaching kids to become aware of their surroundings, what's going on. Because that covers, that's your safety and just general, that's, if you teach people to pay attention and not be walking down the road looking at the cell phone and stepping off in front of a Mack truck.
Right. That part.
Yeah. You need to be aware of everything that's going on around you. Does that mean you have to be paranoid? No. You just need to be aware. You go into a restaurant. Where are the exits? You go in some place. You scan the room as you come in. Are there any unsavory looking characters in there? Yes, I know that's profiling. Good. You look to see where trouble could be. You look to see where the exits are. And of course, malls are dying left and right, though. But I used to go in a mall in one of the stores. First thing you look, hey, all right, here's the front door. Where's the back door?
Right.
And that goes straight to active shooter training. Run, hide, or fight. And like I say, if you can run, run. They're not paying you to stand there and fight.
Thank you, Vanessa. Bougie said to put 3-inch long nails in your door hinges. Yeah, on all of my house doors, when I was living in my house, I always took the traditional nails out and put longer screws in. Yeah.
What on mine? When I remodel a house, like I've remodeled part of the house across the street, I totally remodeled the house in California. I beefed up the door joists on it. We did 5-inch screws into it because it went through the door jamb and 2 2x4s. So you're going all the way through into that. The 6-inch ones, unfortunately, at the time they didn't have this. They went to a bigger diameter, so they wouldn't fit in right.
Yeah, I've always did that. Even when I changed my door handles, my door knobs, I put in a little longer screws in there than what is actually required.
Yeah.
Group Grease said, check and see if they video is sponsored. The FBI call it a clue. Most won't tell you the truth. For those of you all that's in the bush, this is just my disclaimer. And if you don't know, the government ain't coming to save you.
Oh, no.
They're not coming to help you. So prepare something. And I'm not preparing for doomsday. I'm preparing for whatever.
All right. This is where the Boy Scouts come in. They made a patch, the Boy Scout motto, be prepared. Mm-hmm. Well, they made a patch back in 2004. And they didn't replace be prepared. They added to it. And the patch says prepared for life. Mm-hmm. And Scouts got that when they completed the emergency preparedness, the first aid, the wilderness survival, the life-saving merit. When they got these other merit badges, then they got to wear this patch, prepared for life.
Right. So Bougie said, Vanessa said to teach your children how to read a map. Some adults don't know how to read a map. So learn how to read a map, people.
Oh, geez. Do I got it here?
And Bougie also said, which I do that too, Bougie. My house be dark anyway when I'm at home. Make sure you can walk around in your house in the dark. Ooh, I like that one.
Ooh, maps. Topographical and recreational maps.
Put it in the,
Idaho Falls.
I have got to do Idaho Falls.
Wait a minute. Let's see if I can get it right here. There's my town right there.
But that's just for Idaho, right?
You can get them for each state. They didn't have a cheap Thomas Brothers map. Thomas Brothers is the best maps out there, short of the USGS quadrangle topographical maps. That's the best one. But the Thomas Brothers is the best one. This was the next best for Idaho.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you get your maps, people. Keep maps in your cars. Keep maps in your wherever you need to keep a map at.
And a compass.
And a compass. So
you have a map. If you don't know which way is north, it's like turn it upside down, trying to figure out which way you're at.
I just ended up with 2 new Blue Eddy Elites, 100 little power station. I want it on
Beautiful.
Live. They mailed it to me today. That's nice, Tammy. And Kaylin said, I see people flip out at missing their bus stop because they were not paying attention to the scenery outside the big bus. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that too. They're there playing their game, and all of a sudden they're 6 stops beyond where they wanted to get off. Oh, crap! Yeah.
Oh, Vanessa said, that's awesome. Remodeling here. If I get to buy this play, well, we'll keep you in our prayers. Thank you, Kaylin Strange. I will have to take a look at my manual to see what my generator needs. I do that all the time. Prepare for small problems up to and including larger, more vast problems. Now, I got a question. You're prepping. You got all those things that you have at your house. Your canning food, your pew-pews, your whatever you got. You can't stay in your house and you have to evacuate. What is your next step? What are you going to take with you? What do you need?
Well, two things to consider. Are you able to take a vehicle to get out? Or are you on foot?
Okay. So you have to consider those two.
Those two things. The next thing is this a permanent or a temporary?
Okay.
So if it's a permanent and things have gone, it's Tawaki, the end of the world as we know it, and you need to get out and you have some place to go to, if you have some place to go to that, like a vacation cabin up in the woods or whatever, do you have stuff stored up there? Mark, Mad Chick Acres, and Chef Tech, those are, and now the the Sofa Survivalist. He has a cabin away from his home. He has, the black and yellow totes of freeze-dried food up there. He has other stuff kept up there. So yeah, put stuff where you're going to. If you don't have an idea of where you're going to be bugging out to, you're in trouble. One of the things we did at Homeland Security, we made everyone that worked for the agency fill out a safe haven form. Safe haven is if you got to leave because of tornado, hurricane, whatever else, where are you going to? We want to know so we can get assistance to you. If you need to send your checks to this new place, we want to know where that is that we're going to be sending the checks to. So, you need to plan ahead of time whether or not you say, "Oh, I'm never going to leave." Make a plan anyways. Better safe than sorry. It's plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Right.
So if you're going to have to bug out, you better have a plan, know where you're going to go, and have practice getting there.
Right.
Both on foot and in the car, or on bicycle if you have bicycles. As Uncle Al says, get your bicycle in a little trailer and just hit the trails.
I'm gonna throw this little tidbit in. Babu just said, make sure that your garage door can't be open from outside manually. When they say you have to evacuate, and in your mind, you're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna take this way," that somebody else thinking the same way. You're not the only one thinking you're gonna take a shortcut.
Yeah.
There's other people going to take the same shortcut.
Yeah, it's this. If you have to evacuate, the sooner you get on the road, the better. Now, that's the question is, you got to make sure. Do you really have to evacuate? Steve at Corsair Trainers down. He had to evacuate because of the fires down there 2 years ago. And so, fortunately, ahead of time, he saw the fires coming. Okay, let's get the trailer ready. And they started loading stuff up. And they put up. They got the trailer all loaded, everything all loaded, and they were waiting. The one time, oh nope, we don't got to evacuate. Unload the trailer. The other time, they got the trailer unloaded. Yep, they're telling everybody get out of the area. They packed the trailer, grabbed all their little. Fireproof box that had all their important paperwork, insurances, deed, extra medical cards, passports and stuff. Took that with him. He went up to his son 4 hours away up by Santa Rosa. 5 days later, oh, you can go back. Fire didn't reach you. We stopped it in time. Yay! Went back. Nothing was touched at his house.
Wow.
So that was one of those evacuations that you need to get out of here. Turns out they didn't because the fire department was able to do their job and there was no idiots in the way.
Okay. She is natural said, make sure you got some good boots just in case you got to walk through woods. You never know what situation you can end up in.
Okay, I'm going to touch on this because this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart. For years, I wore Red Wing boots before I met my wife. My wife's an accountant.
Okay.
She's a staff. When I met her, she was a staff sergeant in the Army. So what happened was, how do I put this? We were trying to pay stuff off early, and we're cutting our expenses back. We weren't going out to eating dinner. We weren't going to the movies or buying the DVDs instead because we were trying to pay the house off early. She saw how much I was paying for my Red Wing boots once every 8 years. $245 once every 8 years. And she goes, that's $30 a year. You can get those $15 ones up at Walmart. In 1 year, went through 6 pair of those $15 ones at Walmart. And I showed her all the old ones. She goes, crap, these things are falling apart. Yeah, that's why you get what you pay for. I wear those Red Wings for 8 years.
Hey, House of Garden, welcome in.
Hey, Glenn, how's it going? So one of the things, interesting thing is when I went to scout camp as a scoutmaster, guess what I wore up at scout camp?
Boots.
My Red Wing work boots. Scout camp, they had camp games where the scouts were supposed to chase down and capture staff members. Well, my son, who was 16 at the time, and I were both staff members of NYLT, and we had the exact same colored scout jacket, red with a black collar. Guess what we did? We played Wolfboro Scout staff, and we had all the scouts chasing us because we were the only two that couldn't get caught. And we both had Red Wing work boots on, and we outran all the scouts.
Wow.
Because we were used to it. And see what I'm doing here. This.
Hey, Sammy Joe.
All right, okay. This is a different version. I found this out a couple of years ago. This is from Carolina Shoe Company. They make it the same quality as Red Wing. And these I've had for 4 years now already.
Okay.
And they look better than the brand new ones from Walmart after 1 day.
Yeah, I got some work boots that I got from I can't think of the name of the place. It was one of those farm stores. Not I can't think of the name of it. But one day I was driving and my feet, I had tennis shoes on because I was delivering FedEx packages. And I had tennis shoes on and it was snowing and my feet got soaking wet. And they was like really cold, like seriously. Yeah. So I asked one of the customers, like, where can I go get a work boot set? And she told me where to go. I cannot think of the name of it. But I went over there, got the boots, like they're similar to like what you got. I bought new socks because my socks, everything was just wet. So I was sitting on the side of the highway and one of my customers saw my truck and he knew it was me and he pulled up. He was like, Miss Pam, are you okay? I was like, yeah. I showed him the boot like you showed me. I was like, my feet got wet and I needed put some boots on. That's $100-something I spent. And I love those boots. But they're in storage and I cannot wait to go in there and get my boots out of storage because they are the most comfortable boots ever. Yeah. What's up, Jamia?
The thing is, reason why I wear only Red Wing and now Carolina Shoe boots, they don't go with the Chinese and Korean small, medium, and large, or with the width, as narrow or medium or wide, because wide in all those is equivalent to a D in regular shoe width. That's not wide. That's medium. I wear 4E boots.
What?
None of those, none of those ones fit my are comfortable for me to wear. I can wear these things for days on end. I did it on scout camp without taking my shoes off, other than change socks.
Yeah, my boots, that's how my boots are. I can't wait. Jegs, they're not too small. My feet is not growing, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Everything else on me might be done got out of shape, but no. So, guys, if you have a birthday in the month of February, put a heart in the chat. My Renaissance said, good night, everyone. Hope you found something valuable doing this live. Come back and join us for other topics that may benefit you as well. Yes. If you have not sub to Gray Man Prepping or Tampa's Creek Homestead, please do so, guys. We have fun on this channel, and I enjoy watching Gil on his.
All right, before we end this here, so on Gray Man Prepping, I do live streams now every morning at it varies, but Monday through Friday is usually 11 o'clock start in the morning, and I'm editing my novels. For you guys, I'm going through editing, getting ready to publish them.
Okay.
And then on Saturday and Sunday, I start an hour earlier at 10 o'clock Eastern AM. In the evening for Gray Man Prepping, Tuesday at 8 p.m. is Tactical Tuesday. 10 p.m. on Thursday is the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. Saturday is at 8 p.m. for Survival Saturday, as well as 2 p.m. Eastern with Shadow Scout Swede for his live stream.
Love me some Shadow.
Yeah. So, and then but Camppatton Family Compound, Monday at 8 p.m. I go live with Tammy, Rebel Canners, and Mark Sheftek, and we talk food preservation. A lot of canning, but we also talk dehydrating, freeze drying, regular freezing, dehydrating. We talk all the aspects of food preservation on Monday nights. On Friday, which is Friday night in the Homestead, we cover different things. All right, so Friday night's topic this time is, wait a minute, it's Friday the 13th. So the title is Friday the 13th. Do something unexpected. Don't be like the guys in the movies. It's a monster. I don't know what to do. I'm frozen.
And unalive after you froze. I have two questions. One, we're gonna have to get you back over here to do a second.
No problem.
This, but what I would want you to do is like get some equipment together that you have that's reasonable for people to start off to get, and then if you got your DIY projects, we would like to see some of those, just in case, like say for instance, you can get a mason jar and fill it up with, I think it was some type of solution. All
right, for making a candle.
Yeah, to make a candle.
All right, best is olive oil, but it's expensive. You can use regular kerosene or diesel in it. Diesel has more added in it and smells a little bit. It smells funky sometimes. You can use your regular vegetable oils. However, they've made the vegetable oils over the last 20 years more resistant to heat, so they don't smoke and burn. So they don't like to burn good unless you got a big fat wick in there with some thin copper wire in it to keep the heat going, to keep the vegetable oil at a high temperature will burn properly.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that. But for simple stuff to start for gadgets and gadgets, Harbor Freight. My favorite Harbor Freight item, the flashlight that I can hang on my shirt. I don't get hat lamps anymore. I get this because I can hang this here, and when I turn my head and look at somebody, I'm not blinding them.
Right.
This has two different sets of lights. It has this one here, which shines straight down when I have it hanging on me. And I can see where I'm stepping at. Or it has the one that goes out in front and it lights up everything in front of me.
Okay.
If you get Harbor Freight coupons in the mail, every now and then you'll get a coupon. Like every 3 months they put it out. You can get one of these for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me do this.
I got about 20. I got a magnet on the back.
Let me do a shout out to all the February birthdays, guys. Happy birthday to you guys from me and Mackenzie. She's not feeling well, so she's over here asleep. But happy birthday.
Yeah.
It's your day, king. It's your day, queen. Light that candle, let your soul gleam. Hands up high, make the world know your name. We celebrating you, no shame in the flame. Yeah, you made it. Another lap round the sun. Storms came hard, but you never did run. Held your ground with that fire in your chest. Now we toast to your life, cause you not like the rest. You the backbone, the truth, the fight. You shine like a porch light in the middle of night. From the creek to the stars, we lift you today. Put your crown on right, let the music play. Happy birthday! Stand tall, don't fold. You a story still writing in letters of gold. From the dirt to the sky, you rise each way. So we sing it loud. Happy birthday. Celebrate, elevate, live it your way. Tampa Creek, love every step of the way. You're the spark, the wave, the heat, the flame. Own it now, go on, rep your name. One shot, one cake, one flame lit. One king, one queen, too real to quit. Another year wiser, stronger, bold. You're a legend, baby, pure solid gold. It's your day, king, it's your day, queen. Let it shine bright, live that dream. From Tampa Creek with that soul and sway. Happy birthday, go on and slay.
Everyone, here's a birthday gift you can get yourself. Go to Harbor Freight and get my favorite everyday carry, a utility knife.
Okay.
And what I love about this utility knife, if I can get it here right. Okay, so I've got a button here. You push the button. Oh, it comes open. It locks partway open. So like if you want to use it for cutting carpet and stuff, and it locks all the way open. But the best thing on it, you see this little wheel here? I pull back on it. It changes that quick. And I also get the Harbor. It's yellow, so it's blinding up, but it's the blades or blade pack here from Harbor Freight.
Hey, Lynette.
I got probably 6 around these here. Like this one's in my pants all the time. I got 2 out in the shop. I got a couple in the kitchen, and I got a couple on the staff sergeant's desk in here. So yeah, this is my favorite one. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff at Harbor Freight. I'm not affiliated with Harbor Freight. I just love their crap.
Now we all like our crap. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2 whenever you're available again. Let me know.
Just pick a Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. I do know the 25th. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, Nikki, help me out. My mind be on some stuff. Because on one of these Wednesdays, the 25th, we're doing tea time. So maybe next month sometime.
Anytime.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's I try to do it, most of my videos I try to make sure I'm teaching something in it.
Mm-hmm.
But even my unboxing videos, I try to make it interesting, hilarious, and teach something. Talk about something useful that you need to have. So, or you not need to have. It'd be nice for you to have.
Okay.
Occasionally, there's something I say, this is something you need to have. But yeah, well, usually, I'll do show different. The latest one I did was I had one of those black plastic hamburger smashers.
Okay.
Problem is those black ones, they're using recycled plastic material to make them, and a lot of them have fire retardants in them, and the black ones wear out. Where's that wearing out going into?
Oh,
The
that's
food.
a good question. Yeah.
So I got a stainless steel one.
Hey, Jones Truth. I just did an after storm assessment of my preparedness. Yeah, we're gonna have to get Gil to come back because him and the crew, they got a lot of knowledge on prepping, and I know a lot of us know some things about prepping, and a lot of my community are gardeners as well. We have gardeners, beekeepers, herbalists, DIY project makers, crafters. We got a host of people that's in this community, which makes my community a unique one because I can learn from everybody. You know, somebody has something to teach us, you know. So, but guys, I want to thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. I want to thank Gil for taking the time out to come and hang out with me. And yeah, if anybody is interested in being a guest on my channel, please hit me up on my email. I would love to interview you and have you as a guest. For those of you all that don't know me, a little bit about me, I'm a grandmother and granddaughter duo. It's Mackenzie and Pam, and we're striving to become 100% self-sufficient. So until we get the piece of property that we're looking for, we're learning all the things that we want to do on a homestead. So come back and hang out with the Creekside. You'll get a laugh on. You got anything else you want to say to the family?
Well, just think of it this way. When it comes to preparedness, once again, plan for the worst, hope for the best. But all my Grayman prepping videos, I end it with, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps. Water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill every month. And since it's that time, the seed catalogs are coming out. Plan your garden.
Right. Kendi K. You're welcome, Shadow. I can't wait to get you guys over here. What a great stream. Thank you both. Very informational. Tag said, great live. Thank you, Gil, for joining us tonight. This has been very informational. And a fire extinguisher. Yeah, make sure you got a couple of those. And some carbon monoxide detectors.
Okay, I just filmed the video today. It's coming out tomorrow on fire extinguishers. It's going to be a little short, but I'll tell you right now. Every time you change New Year's times, daylight savings times change the batteries in your smoke detectors.
Okay. Clean
the ducting from your dryer. Get all the lint out of it. Above the stove, the grate above that, take that out and wash that grease trap vent there.
Okay.
Your fire extinguishers, pick them up. Make sure that it's in the green. Turn it upside down. Turn it slowly backside up. You should feel the powder sliding inside. If you don't feel it, tap it. If it still doesn't do it, replace it. That means it's settled and it's packed and it won't work.
Kendi K, is your kitchen okay? Matter of fact, is you okay? And is the kitchen okay? I hope everything is okay. I just got in fire blankets for my. Okay. Shadow said, Tap, I sent your email for you before I joined the stream. Okay, I appreciate you. I'm gonna check that out. Good live, but a lot for me. And I'm gonna leave this with you guys. Okay, we find kitchen. Oh wow. Well, I'm glad you okay, because materialistic things can be replaced. You can. So I'm grateful that you okay. And I hope it doesn't, affect you living there, because things happen.
There is one thing I do for my channel members. I got different levels. The higher up the level is, some of the higher up levels, I will do one-on-one live stream, but not broadcast. It's just like a conference call, and we can go over anything you want. It'll be kept confidential, and I can help you out planning stuff. I have other resources, spreadsheets and stuff for creating lists of supplies you need. So that's one of the things I do for my channel members.
Okay, that's awesome. Good to know. That is so great. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I follow Kaylee from the Homestead. I don't know if you guys know her, but I love her slogan. She always says, "Don't be afraid to get your hand dirty and learn something old." So
Yep.
I love Kaylee. So if you have not hooked up with her, go check her out. The name of her channel is the Homestead. She's a beekeeper and she's a herbalist. And I just like watching her channel. She said, "I'm in the bed, so God truly spared us. We aren't this place great." Thank you. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yes.
So Gil, I appreciate you. Creekside family, I appreciate you. And I will see y'all tomorrow in the food stamp line, 1:30. Be there at B Square. Peace out, y'all.
See y'all later.
Creekside Queen, Tampa, queen of the creek. Built on faith, yeah, the roots run deep. Turning dust to gold, every crop I keep. Hard work don't stop, I don't ever sleep. Up before the rooster, hands in the dirt. Every seed I plant, gotta know my worth. Ain't no silver spoon, had to build my own. Now the homestead strong like the crops I've grown. Brick by brick, stitch by stitch. Turning small town life into something rich. Crafting my dreams, got the hammer and thread. While the world's still talking, I stay 2 steps ahead. From the garden to the stream, from the land to the sky. Blood, sweat, and faith, that's how I ride.
Peace out, y'all.